Mike's Bags. Today I'm reviewing the Outlaw by Zero Bag Company. Let's go ahead and dive in, break these bags down. As always, start with materials. Slow side, this is a carpet material. It is that herringbone carpet, most popular of those herringbone style materials. Same slow side you find on the slow side, NOLA moccasins, the swag bags, the Wicked, Maniac, the Brotherhood, Valor, and Wingman, True Cornhole Go-To, Big D Bandit Queen, BG Wizard. A lot of bags uses. If you throw in a herringbone pattern material, it's probably this carpet material. It's a great control material. So for throwing blockers up there, playing dirty style games, shot shaping, cuts, rolls, flops, does it all really well. Speed wise, I call it a 5-speed, but every time I review this material, I talk about how you can manipulate the speed of this bag. And if you've watched a review of me, if you've watched any review I've done with this, I've said this, but I'll say it again for you guys that haven't. Brand new, it's a 5.5, 6-speed. If you keep it clean, you wash it, you keep all the dirt and sweat out of there, you get a fabric shaver, you shave it, you keep it smooth, it'll stay on that faster 5.5, 6-speed. If you go outdoors, you throw it on rough surfaces, concrete, asphalt, gravel, dirt, grass, you get it dirty, you get that sweat, that grime, that dirt built into this material, you get it fuzzed up really, really bad, it'll play like a 3.5, 4-speed. Most people who throw indoors, clean surfaces, pitch pads, clean floors, whatever like that, it's going to get to about a 5-speed, and that's where it stays at. So that's why I call it a 5-speed, but I always kind of give that spiel with it because it is a material you can manipulate, and you can get two sets of bags, so the same style bags, and you can get one roughed up and dirty and play slower, and the other one you can keep it clean and play faster. You can have different speed bags of the same set, if that makes sense. But anyway, 5-speed on the slow side here of these Outlaws. Fast side, this is the same material you find on the fast side of the Reynolds Pro Advantage, the BG Viking. It's a 7-speed. It's fast, but still has control to it. So it's great. It's great for those players who don't need a super fast side, right? If you're a little bit of a harder thrower, or you land deeper on the boards, or maybe you play on faster boards and you don't need those 8 or 9 speed materials because they're just too fast to control. This is a wonderful material. It still has control to it. So you get enough speed, you can push those blockers, but you got control where you can flip it over and just throw fast out on an open board and not be fearful of it just flying off the back or being uncontrollable. So 5, 7 speed on these Outlaws. Template wise, medium template bag. Fill wise, it's a medium amount of fill, but it's on the thinner side of medium. So this bag does have more flop than I would call what a quote unquote normal bag would be flop wise. So it does have flop. The flop does give this bag a ton of forgiveness. It really helps negate some of the kick, right? Because herringbone, one of the knocks of herringbone is it has a kick to it. If you don't throw flat, it's going to kick on you. But when you add flop to a bag, you kind of reduce some of that kick. You minimize that. It allows the bag to land softer, not quite as active, not quite as bouncy. The fill in here is a mixed fill, and so there are some round beads in here which give the bag more action. Again, that flop helps negate some of that. So it's a bag that's going to kick on you. If you don't throw flat, it will have some kick to it, but it's not that harsh punishing kick that you get on a little bit fuller bag or a little bit of a less floppy bag. So I like the balance that Zero did with this bag, with this material, and with the flop and with the fill. They kind of mixed it all together to make a nice bag that has forgiveness, but still has the action you need for those who like to shot shape. Cuts, rolls, flops are very easy with this bag. It's a wonderful bag. I said for that control style game, that dirty style gameplay, it does it all. And I'll get more to that into playability here in a moment. These bags are ACO stamps. You're playing the ACO, you can throw the Outlaws. Let's go ahead and we'll jump into that playability side of it. And as I mentioned, it's a control bag. It really is. This is not a great bag for just getting up there and running bags in the hole. You can do it, especially if you're a harder thrower, or you play on faster boards, you can get up there and you can run bags in the hole, and you can have success with it. But that's not really what this bag is designed for. This bag is designed for that dirty style player. That player likes to throw blockers up there. A player likes to who cut, roll, flop, just likes to play with a lot of congestion, a lot of chaos on the boards. That's where these Outlaws really shine. And when I'm doing the videos here where I was throwing, because I'm playing on open boards, playing by myself, it's really hard to really showcase exactly what it can do. But when you get in competition and you get against opponents, especially if you're playing against an opponent who plays dirty as well, and you get a lot of chaos, a lot of bags on the board, this bag really stands out during those situations because it's a fun bag to throw. You can really manipulate it. You've got the ability to, like I said, shot shape. So cuts, rolls, flops, does it really well. I love to throw cuts. I can throw some really harsh, aggressive cuts with these Outlaws. I'm not the greatest at roll bags. I have more of I talk about a cut flop that I throw. I was able to have some success throwing that with these bags, which is not something I normally throw a lot. So if I can get this bag to roll or flop, most people can do, right? It's a wonderful bag that if you're average to advanced or elite, you can definitely do it. If you're trying to learn, or you kind of have the idea, but you haven't perfected it yet, these Outlaws are bags that will be able to you don't need to get that harsh, aggressive angular tilt on the back. It's just a small tilt. There's enough movement, enough bounce. It'll cut, roll, flop, do what you want without really needing to be perfect on the throw, if that makes sense. So if you're still trying to learn, a great bag to learn on, a great bag to develop with, but also a great bag once you have mastered that skill set, you can really get these bags to just move and shot shape it like you really want to. As far as the dirty style gameplay, like I said, you have the control here with this herringbone carpet to throw blockers anywhere you want on the board. I mean, you can throw a level 1, level 2, level 3 blocker, put them up there, no problem whatsoever. They make great blockers, especially if you get, like I said, if you get this material roughed up and dirty, it'll play slower and stickier, which means you put that blocker up there and your opponent really has to know how to push through, because if they're not comfortable pushing through bags, it can cause bags to kick off. It can cause bag, if you don't hit the bag right, it'll deflect their bags, which makes it a wonderful blocker. And then collectability, because there is flop on them, you're going to want to come more into the middle of the bag, get more aggressive and catch, probably close to a half, a third or a half of that bag, and push it up. If you try to clip a corner, what happens a lot of times, these bags, because of the flop, they smash up, accordion up, and what you'll do is your push bag will kind of spin that blocker out of the way, and you'll go by it and into the hole or take hole control. Makes it great for get-arounds. If your opponent's throwing blockers up there, you can use this bag to play that get-around style game and not collect their bag. It does great for that. But if you're trying to collect yours, like I said, go more into the middle of the bag. Just be more intentional, and you can go grab it. Which doesn't mean you can't get aggressive and put that blocker over on your opponent's side, because you do have the ability with the cut to throw a cut and come across and grab it. So if you get aggressive and put that bag really over on your opponent's side, and they don't move it back in play or they don't collect it, you can come through fast or slow side, come through with a cut, grab it, and bring it back in, no problem whatsoever. The fast side is also a controllable enough material that if you just want to throw fast side down. So if you do want to make this into a hole runner style bag, what I would recommend is fast side down. Throwing fast side down all the time, and then flip it over to the slow side when you need to throw just to put a bag on the board, throw a back blocker, or maybe you need to throw a blocker because you're trying to manufacture some points or change things up. You can do that. But you can definitely have success throwing fast side down only on these bags. It's not a bad bag to put in your backpack for a blind draw. If you get a partner, if you're a control style player or a fast back thrower, whichever, and you get a partner who's the opposite, because this fast side is not blazing fast, and this fast side is the slow side on a lot of faster bags. If you're a slow bag player or a dirty bag player, and you get a partner who likes to throw fast bags, something like the Outlaws you can pull out, because they can go fast side down and throw material they're comfortable with, and you can go slow side down and play your dirty style game, and you can both have success. So it's a bag that you can get that compromise through. I will say that sometimes fast bag players don't like throwing herringbone, so you have to convince them. We'll talk with them, maybe get them to throw them a few times. But if you can get them to throw this fast side down and get comfortable with that, I think you can have success with that. Leads me to availability. Zero has a website, zerobagco.com. As always, I'll put a link in the description for you guys. The bags, at the time I was running this, these Outlaws weren't on the website. I'm not sure if there's out of stock or what's going on, but their bags run $59.99, $60 for a set. It's just over $10 shipping, so right about $70 shipped to you. Great price. It's at that mid to low price point for bags, especially ACO stamp bags. So definitely well worth it. If you've thrown them, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on those bags. As always, I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.